Welcome back, everybody, to Brown Bat's Bat Cave, and we are back once again. I, of course, am that Brown Bat, and we are heading towards the east rooftops. I take it we're going up that little ladder right there. Alright, let's save it at the save point. There, of course, is no...
You are destined to lose, X-Men.
There's no new game plus in this, so
all right.
It's always start from scratch on this one. But they actually, in the second one, you can have what they call new game plus now.
Keep together.
All right, grab our comic book. Grab it.
I'm on it.
You would think that homeless people wouldn't, I don't know, wouldn't they be nicer to mutants? X out, muties. I always thought that was weird. Like, Spider-Man was in New York. The X-Men were in New York. Well, most of the time, I think.
Don't have enough power.
And, Spider-Man didn't tell everybody that he got his power. He didn't even address it, right? In the early ones. But everybody knew the X-Men were mutants because that's what the Xavier Institute was all about. But not everybody that went to the school was deemed a mutant. I mean, that's not how they knew it. It was just if somebody manifested powers, they would be labeled a mutant. And in the comic book, I guess most of the time they were right. But when it got to someone like Spider-Man, right? I think he did back in the 70s. They did address that, but I don't think it was commonplace. Like they didn't hate Captain America.
You are destined to lose, X-Men.
You know, I don't know. They didn't hate Captain or Ms. Marvel at the time.
Sorry about that.
Then again, wasn't she in a coma for a long time after Rogue zapped her power or took her powers from her? I don't remember, but I just never understood. Wait, didn't he go up a level? Yeah, Cyclops did. Never understood why the non-mutants, even though they had superpowers, didn't get some of the criticism. I guess they did for some part, but for the most part, why didn't they? You know, I don't know. Maybe they did. I just don't remember. All right, what do we want for? No. Oh, he's more optic beam. Oh yeah, he's gonna need it, right? How about more focus? All right, and start. There we go. What way do we want to go? Got a map here. We're gonna go this way. I'll take that, and we're full of the red ones. Yeah, if you get that thing that makes you immune to pain, you won't get stunned either. Something that they removed out of later games.
All right.
They put a lot of time into the first one, and I would say they put some time into the second one as well, a lot, and then it just dwindled. You could see the time that the effort that they put into the games actually is diminished through time, and I think it's because the cost of production is increased, so they had to cut corners. That's what it seems like to me. Because I think it costs more to make a game now. I mean, you have to pay for the game company actually has to pay for the rights. Oh, we want to go down here to use the characters, which can be a pain.
The game's over, X-Men.
which is
You weren't so tough.
might be why you don't see a lot of Marvel-based games anymore. Don't tell me there's not a market for it. If it's done right. I mean, these... I think these games did gangbusters. Alright, I need this. Because there's no other way to get it. Because I don't think there's any cheat codes for this game. Like there are in the other games. Alright, which way are we going? Maybe this way?
The game's over, X-Men.
You're done. Okay. How's Cyclops on
All right.
health? Get another energy. Some blue potion. The blue potion. This medicine tastes like blueberries. It is blueberries. Blueberries are good for you? Of course. You're
You
done.
weren't so tough.
He is dead. We killed that guy.
You ain't worth my time.
I mean, it's questionable. Like, Wolverine could miss an artery and just make the guy bleed until he passes out. I mean, it couldn't be that good. But when a guy falls off a building, he's dead. And why did we just do... And when a guy goes in between the ledge, he's probably dead too. And that girl is not freaking out. You just threw a guy off a building! Let's get out of here and head back home. Oh, I thought the cutscene. I actually have to go over to the to the X-Jet. Great job! Mission accomplished. But your work isn't done yet.
Why is all this happening to me?
Alison,
You won the
it's
lottery.
Okay.
Things were fine until last week. I got mad at my little brother and suddenly the ground started to shake. I knew it was my fault, but I didn't want to admit it.
Your powers are becoming active, which...
Things have only gotten worse. That lava in the street? I made it happen. I'm becoming a mutant.
There's nothing wrong with...
And that woman? She was gonna make me join something called the Brotherhood. She could come after me again. Anytime!
Alison, you couldn't be in safer hands. We're the X-Men.
You couldn't be in safer hands. Look at our hands. We have oven mitt hands. I don't know if you noticed it, but Colossus was on the X-Jet. Okay? Keep that in mind. Colossus was on the X-Jet.
Professor Xavier, I'd like you to meet Alison Crestmere.
Hello, Alison. Welcome to the Institute. How are you?
A little confused, but I'm okay.
That's understandable. Perhaps Jean could take you on a tour of the mansion. Or would you prefer that I show you the true purpose of the Institute in the sub-basement?
That's creepy. I'll have Jean show me around, but first let's ask you some questions.
Why was I brought here?
You were brought here for your own protection. The people who attacked you in New York City were members of the Brotherhood of Mutants. They can be extremely dangerous.
So they could come after me again?
Perhaps. Which is why it would be best for you to stay at the mansion, at least until we determine exactly why the Brotherhood attempted to kidnap you.
Are you the leader of the X-Men?
I prefer to think of myself as their mentor. I leave team leadership to Cyclops or Storm.
But you brought them together, right?
Yes. I started with Cyclops and several others. As time passed, I found more mutants who were capable of handling the responsibilities of being an X-Man.
Who's the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is an unruly collection of mutants who consider themselves above humanity. They operate outside the law and use their abilities to further their misguided desires.
But what do they want?
They've labeled themselves Homo Superior and believe they will inherit the Earth. But they are far from meek.
So, Jean, show me around.
I'd like Jean to show me around.
It would be my pleasure. As you move from room to room, I'll give you a little information on the X-Men.
Once you're done with Jean's tour, come back here and I'll show you the sub-basement.
No!
Lead the way,
No!
Alison.
Don't let him take me to the sub-basement. Puts the lotion on the skin. Puts the lotion on the skin.
Welcome to the Xavier Institute, Alison.
Wait a minute. You should have said that when we walked in through the front door.
This place is huge. What is it?
This is the Xavier Institute, a school where mutants learn to control their abilities, as well as discovering more about themselves and their place in the world.
That's like...
School for mutants? I didn't know there was such a thing.
The fact that the students are mutants is kept secret for everyone's protection. In addition to being a school, the mansion is also home to the X-Men.
Cool. I've heard of the X-Men.
Yeah, they just rescued you. Duh! That dialogue should have been on the plane.
What room is this?
The library is one of the most popular rooms in the house. There's a wide variety of literature here, from Shakespeare to comic books. It's an interesting mishmash of styles, kind of like the X-Men.
I'm not even going to ask this question. That is just... No. That is... No. No.
Thanks for the info.
Alright, right here, review the comics. So we're going to want to do that, right? And see right there, because I found the Wolverine comic and the Magma comic, Wolverine will get +2 strike and +2 agility, and Magma will get +2 body and +2 focus. And you can look at the covers. Of course, she was in the New Mutants back in the day, and it looks nothing like her character in this game, but that's okay. She is not on fire right now. Ultimate X-Men. I never was a fan of the Ultimate Universe. But now, again, I'm not a fan of, what is it, the 616? Whatever the main continuity is. I'm not even a fan of that now. I'm a fan of the game universe, but that ended with Ultimate Alliance 2. So, yeah.
Classes are held here, Monday through Friday. The students receive a full curriculum in math, history, physics, and a wide variety of other topics.
See, that's the show I want. I want the X-Men going to school. That's what I want. Class dismissed. They could have changed it, right? Come on. You remember X-Men, the cartoon? Yeah, which one, right? Not X-Men Extreme.
This is the sitting room. It's a great place to kick back and relax. Needless to say, this room doesn't get a lot of use by the X-Men.
I can't remember right off the top of my head what it was called, but
This is the day room. It's beautiful, isn't it? There are times I find it hard to believe there's a high-tech underground level beneath this grand old mansion.
An underground level?
no.
Oh, yes.
That's what a
But
sub-basement
I'll
is,
leave
girl.
that part of the tour to Professor Xavier.
I have short-term memory. Leave me alone. Preview the cinematics, which we're not going to do. But anyway, that cartoon, the one where Rogue was kind of
Believe
goth.
it or not, we do take the time to sit down every once in a while and have a meal together, just like any other family.
I can't picture any of the X-Men actually cooking a meal.
You don't even know them all.
You haven't lived till you've tasted Pete's Barbecue or Betsy's Cornish Hen.
How can you make statements like that when you haven't even met the full crew? Bad dialogue. Bad. So, passionate. I am passionate about stupidity. Where are the elevators? And of course, we just went all around in a circle. So anyway, whatever that X-Men one was, it was a really good one. And I wish
This
there
is
was...
the first floor elevator. From here you can go to the second floor, or the sub-basement.
I'll skip it for now. In an old house like this, I bet it's just full of cobwebs.
You'd think that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I can't go in there yet. I just wanted to see if there's cobwebs. What?
Did you have a question, Alison?
Yeah, get out of my way so I can go up the steps.
Thanks. I'll ask again if I need more info.
Get out of my way.
The second floor of the mansion has bedrooms for many of the X-Men. Feel free to wander around and look in the rooms. This is the second floor elevator. From here you can go to the first floor, or the sub-basement.
Where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? Get out of my way, Gene. You're like, what do you do? I want some action. This door is an RP. This game is an RPG.
This room belongs to Scott Summers. You met him in New York, the guy with the optic blasts. He was the very first X-Man, and he's the team leader.
Oh yeah, I remember him. He's kinda cute.
And he's kinda spoken for.
Oh, I didn't mean...
Look at her portrait.
I'm just
Alison's
teasing,
portrait.
Allison.
It's like,
Scott and I have been together forever.
don't you talk to me
I'm
like
lucky to have
that.
him.
When her speaking dialogue portrait is like, I'm mean, I'm bad. Let's go on this one. Okay, I can't go. Wait, what? That must be a hallway closet, I guess.
This is your room, Allison. If you want it. I bet you'd find the mansion a great place to learn about your abilities.
I'm not sure if I want to learn about them. After what happened in New York, maybe it'd be best if I never use them again.
But Allison, if you don't learn to control your abilities now, they could wind up causing far more damage later on.
I suppose you're right. Still, I don't know.
I don't know. So anyway, let's keep getting...
This is Hank McCoy's room. We call him Beast, but not as an insult. You'll find out why when you meet him. To look at him, you'd never guess he was such a bookworm.
Yeah, so there's a lot of RPG elements in this. What was this over here? No, we're not going to do that. So if that's not the thing for you, come back next episode about all this, the rest of this episode.
This is my bedroom. I've lived here off and on since I was a teenager. The X-Mansion is pretty much the only real home I've ever known.
This episode is just going through the rooms, or, you know, the X-Mansion. Pretty much. I'm going the wrong way. Da 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 da. Let's go in here.
This is Rogue's room. You'll like her. She's a bit of a wild child.
She tends to get into trouble.
Well, Rogue did a few questionable things before joining the X-Men, but she's proven herself to be an invaluable member of our team.
If you don't mind me asking, what can she do?
It's a bit complicated, but her power deals with direct skin contact, which is why she always wears gloves.
She kills people, Carl!
Aurora Monroe lives here. Her mutant abilities allow her to control the weather, which comes in handy with her favorite pastime, gardening.
Aurora. What a pretty name.
Her code name is Storm. She takes over as leader of the X-Men if Scott Summers isn't around.
No, 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 no.
Bobby Drake stays here. His code name is Iceman.
Let me guess. He makes ice.
He can freeze almost any object instantly. I'd keep an eye on him if I were you.
Hey, I'm underage. I'm underage. What are you promoting here?
This is the home of Peter Rasputin. He's pure Russian, from the top of his crew cut to the bottom of his size 18 feet. You'd never believe a body of steel could house such a gentle heart. This room belongs to the ultimate man of mystery, Wolverine. Although he's a bit rough around the edges, Wolvie's the best friend you could ever want, and the worst enemy you could possibly imagine.
Hey, he's not here, and what is that, his ashtray? Or is that incense? Whatever it is. There's fire! Alright. What, you didn't find that funny? Can you open this? Not yet. Oh! Trivia game! Hold on. Hang on, I gotta make sure, because that's gonna be the rest of this episode, right? Is me playing trivia! Because that's what I'm doing. I think we got all the rooms. Alright, so let's end this game with me playing Pop Quiz! See if I can get 100. Rogue once was romantically involved with which evil mutant? Magneto! The address of the X-Mansion is 1407 Graymalkin Lane. Of these characters, which was the first X-Man? Cyclops. Who is not a member of the Brotherhood? Gateway. Name the machine Xavier uses to augment his psychic powers. Cerebro. Why can't Cyclops control his optic blast? Because he got hit in the head or suffered head trauma as a child. Gambit's father trained him to be, a plumber, right? No, a thief. Nightcrawler is originally from Germany. When Jean Grey is overwhelmed by her powers, she becomes Phoenix. Who is Cyclops' brother? Havoc. Moira McTaggart runs which facility? Muir Island. Who is not truly a mutant? Juggernaut. Wolverine was forced to slay the father of the woman he loved. What was the father's name? Oh. Shingen. Cyclops' father was the leader of which group? The Starjammers. Corsair is his name. Who developed Sentinels as a deterrent to mutants? Boulevard Trask. The original X-Men went to the Coffee A Go-Go to listen to a beatnik known as Bernard the Poet. Magneto's outer space base, Asteroid M, has also been referred to as Avalon. Who wears a helmet to protect them against psionic attacks? That would be Juggernaut. The metal bonded to Wolverine's bones is, of course, adamantium. Which is a code name for Kitty Pryde? Sprite. Yes, I know she's Shadowcat, but it was also Sprite. Toad's real name is Mortimer Toynbee. Aside from being a powerful telepath, Emma Frost can also turn herself into Diamond. Moira's son, Kevin McTaggart, was also known as Proteus. For a short time, Jean Grey was a member of the Hellfire Club. Which X-Man is immune to Rogue's power? Peter. Colossus. Storm's biggest fear is enclosed spaces. Who in this group is a mutant? Bobby Drake. What is the Xavier Protocol? Files. Where is it? Yep, the first one. Files listing the secret identities of all known mutants. Professor Xavier built Cerebro with the aid of Magneto. Forge is a member of what Native American tribe? Cheyenne. The comic book X-Men #1 featured the X-Men, and Magneto appeared in September 1963. Who is next in line to lead the X-Men if Cyclops is away? That'd be Storm. Psylocke is from England. Where did Jubilee live for a short time? Hollywood Shopping Mall. Cyclops derives the energy for his optic blast from solar energy. When the Shadow King first met Professor Xavier, he was known as Mal Farouk. The Morlocks took their name from H.G. Wells' Time Machine. Gambit's power is the ability to charge objects with kinetic energy. Jubilee is the unofficial sidekick of Wolverine. Was, actually, not is anymore, but... Against her will, Cyclops. I always do that. Psylocke's mind was transferred to the body of a ninja. Juggernaut received his fantastic powers from the Gem of Sidorak. The nickname of Cyclops is Slim. Sabretooth and Wolverine work together doing covert operations for the CIA and Weapon X. Kitty Pryde has a pet dragon named Lockheed. One named Mystique goes by as Raven Darkholm. One of Storm's favorite hobbies is gardening. In addition to Wolverine, who has been an experiment of the Weapon X program, Sabretooth. When did Colossus first turn into his metal form, stopping a runaway tractor? The first 5 members of the X-Men were Cyclops, Iceman, Angel, Beast, and Jean Grey. When do a mutant powers normally activate? Puberty, teenage years. Where is it? The first one. Rogue had once been romantically involved with which evil mutant? Magneto. Oh, we already did this first one. All right. Level up. Let's level up. What do we got? Oh, let's see. 1 to strike. 1 to focus. Can I... Where's her, Oh, I can't do the fiery form yet? Nope. Alright, Lava Tracks. And Burning Rage. And start. Alright, we're done with the tour. Let's go find Professor X. Running just as fast as I can. Trying to get away down to level 1. Too bad I can't take this. Can I take this? No? Nah, I can't take it yet. All right. Where are you, Professor? Professor? Okay, next time in the Batcave, we're gonna take the sub-basement tour. So, until next time, remember, it doesn't matter if you're black, brown, red, white, or blue, you can be a bat too. See you guys next time.